There's lots to race for in the World Sports Betting SA Classic, with the first 7 across the line in the WSB Guineas last month meeting up once again, except this time they go 200 metres further over the 1800.
It's Safe Passage is just the leader. Pyromaniac is trying to win.
All the talk has been for Safe Passage, who after winning the WSB Grade 2 Dingaans last November, went on to win the Gauteng Guineas and first leg of the Triple Crown 4 weeks ago.
I'm very excited the way he won last time. I'm quite happy with us. Actually took off the run very well. As we work him this morning, he worked extremely well. I'm very happy with the preparation through the Classic.
The stable is not concerned about the 8th draw.
I cannot be honest with you, I was a little bit worrying about the Guineas a mile, but the 18, I'm not worrying about the 18. I think the 18 is suited. I think it's a character and he's a type of horse who like to fight, the fighting finish. I think that they're making the champion.
It's Safe Passage is just the leader. Pyromaniac is trying to wear it down. Safe Passage.
Coming from the back of the field, Pyromaniac was impressive when finishing close up to Safe Passage in the WSB Gauteng Guineas in February.
I thought it was a massive effort. I really did. I was using it more of a prep type of run because things hadn't gone smoothly for him up until that race, and I was very impressed. You know, he did give me a similar run after a rest behind Desert Miracle in the Graham Beck, I think it was, and unfortunately things didn't go well for him in his next few starts. But we just started again, and everything seemed in place. He's come through that run really well, so I do expect him to be quite a bit fitter, and he is actually moving a bit better too. The main thing is just what happens in running. He was really inconvenienced in the Dingaans, and that didn't suit him. So if Grant can give him a decent ride and have him nice and settled, then he can run on very strongly.
Here's Aragosta. Got to close up the 2.
Aragosta was a gutsy winner of the Grade 3 Sea Cottage Stakes over 1800 metres at Turffontein in January.
It's quite impressive the way he won last time and the Sea Cottage.
He then went on to run 4th, 3.5 lengths behind Safe Passage last month.
Me, I'm happy the way he ran in the WSB Guineas because he was in the back and he's finished right on the inside. I think finished 4th, 5th around there. Actually, the mile is not his distance, so 18 to up is the right distance for him. He's working well at home. As with last gallop this morning, he's quite galloped very well to me. I'm quite happy. The way the preparation is going, I'm very happy.
He's drawn midfield at Barrier Gate 5.
I know I got Richard on his back as a top jockey. Trained by Mighty Cock, the top trainer around the world, so I'm not really worrying about the draw.
But it's Zeus that's hit the front strongly.
The very exciting Zeus, who's 4 from 4, now lines up in graded stakes company for the first time, and a Grade 1 at that.
You know, obviously he's an easy horse to train, very laid back. But I can tell you this, that his last one he wasn't way ready. Obviously all the rain we had and everything. But his work coming into the Classic's gone phenomenal. And Gavin galloped him on Friday. He was very, very happy with his work. Obviously he hasn't met this caliber of field. But in the manner he won his penultimate start and his second start, you know, this will be his true test. And you know what, there is some nice, decent horses in the race. And I think the biggest danger is Safe Passage.
Given his draw, is that a concern to you over this trip?
You know, he's a very laid-back horse. Obviously, you need the draw in the big race to your advantage. But in saying that, Gavin will ride him a bit cold, and please God, at that last 500, 400, he'll be running it then.
Out of the darkness, on the near side, he's starting to lash home.
Having won or placed in all 5 starts to date, including running 3rd to Safe Passage in the WSB Gauteng Guineas, is the progressive out of the darkness.
Yeah, look, to get a horse to run that well so consistently, I must give credit to obviously Johan. You know, the horse ran a cracker last time. He was obviously trying the trip for the first time, and when I jumped off him, I said you have to go for the next leg because I do think he'll get the extra trip. And look, Johan is saying he's doing very well back at home, and he's drawn very well, so that's always holds a good in high regard, and I'm just hoping he reproduces his last run, because I do think he's a runner.
Captain Lannister, that's the horse that's travelling on the bridle.
Group 1 placed Captain Lannister won his last outing, a graduation plate at Turffontein in February. He now goes the 1800 for the first time.
Yeah, he's taken his last run win success very well. We're very grateful that he's pulled up sound, happy. We seem to be on top of his little quirks, and yeah, going into the race, it's probably as well as we can have him. I don't know if it's as well as he can be, but he's definitely improved from his last run. Obviously, we're going a lot further in trip. There's nothing in his pedigree to suggest he won't get the 1800. And obviously, it's not his first time in Group 1 company, but this is the best against the best. So we're confident he'll run a very decent race, and, you know, luck with the draw. Ryan gets on with him really well. We expect a really nice finish. You know, if you can run into the money, you'll hear me screaming.
On the stand side, got 2 to go now, and Safe Passage is closing him down, but it's still Red. Saxon goes now with Safe Passage, wearing down stride for stride, and got him. Safe Passage going to win it, going away to Red Saxon, Aragosta, and super excited.
We think very highly of him. He's done, we threw him in the deep end when it came to the Dingaans. He had just won his maiden, and I thought that it was an outstanding run. He was still a little bit immature from the mindset, and he sort of fought a little bit in the race, and but it showed us that he's definitely got the class of to compete in these races. Unfortunately, in the Guineas, his last run, everyone's got to remember we've had a lot of rain here in the last 3 months, and the smaller trainer unfortunately has been on the back foot, as unfortunately we haven't got treadmills, so the bigger boys have had the advantage over us. Their horses were fitter, and as I said, they just had the upper hand. So I thought he ran 1.5 lengths behind Safe Passage in the Dingaans, got beat 3.5 lengths to Safe Passage in the Guineas. So I felt that he ran a little bit below his best. But in saying that, it was under lights as well first time, and there was a delay from the Saturday to the Tuesday. I know we were all in the same position, so all those little things might be the contributing factors that I was slightly disappointed with not finishing in the first 3. But he showed me enough to say that he can be very competitive on Saturday. There's no doubt in my mind that we haven't had rain here for 2.5 weeks, so we've been able to put some quality work into him. And at the moment, I'm very, very confident of a big run. I don't say he's going to win. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, but I think he's going to be very, very competitive.
William Robertson, the red, is looking to come right back at them now with 100 metres to go.
Winner of the Grade 3 Tony Ruffle Stakes over 1,400 metres at Turffontein in January is William Robertson.
He's a top class of horse. We've always really rated him. He's a big horse with a big stride. We came undone in the Guineas a bit. We chased the pace, and it was really on. The horses that set the pace all sort of ran at the back. He still finished 6th, but I really think it took its toll. So I haven't got any problems with stamina doubts going into the 1800. I think, a lot of the guys looking might think that, he didn't quite see the Guineas, but I really think that had a lot to do with pace. This time we're drawn right on the outside again, so not lucky with the draws with him, but over the 18 there's a bit of time to move over, slot in, and I think that'll be our tactic, sort of find a nice spot to slot him in, just bide our time around the bend, up the hill, and he'll make his run in the end. He's the type of horse that really likes chasing a target. If he's got something to beat, he will go and find it. So he's a horse with a lot of heart, and he's really run with the best, and I honestly think he's just going to get better as he gets older. A son of Rafif, so he's holding the flag for the first season stallions, and I really hope we can do a big one for them on Saturday.
But Platinum Sky just being punched out over here.
Platinum Sky seen winning a merit-rated 72 handicap in December last year, then finished 3rd to Aragosta in the Grade 3 Sea Cottage Stakes in January. We asked Sean if there's still improvement to come.
Yeah, most definitely. He's an immature horse, but I think he's very good. The Derby would be his target, and everything has gone really well in his prep, yeah, I do feel that he's pure stamina. And yeah, if it's run at the right tempo, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see him there.
His wellness at home?
Very well. He really is well, and he's just going to keep improving from here.
Super excited, seen winning a merit-rated 84 handicap at the Vaal last October, ran a credible 5th in the WSB Gauteng Guineas in his last start. He looks both useful and on the up.
Michelle, I think you've hit the nail on the head. He is a very gutsy animal. His runs have shown that he's always running on, catching horses at the finish. His run in the Guineas was very pleasing. Unlucky not to grab 3rd place. You know, it was a night meeting, first time under lights. I suppose it's the same for everybody, but he was running on strong, and the stride past the post he would have run 3rd. So it was very close between the 3rd and 5th place. And he always gives his best, very honest horse, and it's great to have him in a Group 1.
How's he working at home?
He's working very well, and he's spot on at the moment, and if he can stay like he is, he's definitely with a good place chance. It's hard to beat the favourite. He looks like he could be a Triple Crown winner, but we're expecting an improvement on our Guineas run.
200 to go and picture perfect as a length and a half clear. JP 2000 behind.
As the most inexperienced horse in the field, having run just once and winning comfortably, is the YO Mowing trained Picture Perfect.
We're throwing him into the deep end. You know, I was going to run him in the mile, but unfortunately things didn't pan out like we wanted to. He didn't get to run. But yeah, you know, for me, I think he's a hell of a nice horse. I think he's got a lot of scope for a lot of improvement. And yeah, like I say, I am throwing him into the deep end, but you know, they run once in their career in the Classic. He's got a nice stout pedigree, being by Trippy also. I think his dam actually run 2nd in the Oaks, Mojave Princess with Gavin van Zyl. But yeah, you know, he shows me that he's a nice Classic horse, and you know, I think I keep him in high regard, this horse.
Look, the quality is obviously, for them to be taking their part, it has to be at the highest of levels, you know, and you've got horses like Safe Passage, who's only going to get better over distance, Mr. De Kock's other horse, and obviously you got Pyromaniac. He had to come from behind me last time, so look, it is a competitive field, but I'm sitting on a horse that's very consistent.
Yeah, listen, to be in that sort of company, Safe Passage done nothing wrong, Zeus done nothing wrong. Yeah, it's like these big races, they come once in a lifetime, you know, for these horses, 3-year-olds, and yeah, it's just a privilege to have a horse of the quality to be able to get in there.
What does it mean to you to have a runner in the Classic?
No, it means the world to me, and it will be nice to pull it off. I was unlucky a couple of years back with you, Cornelia Love. So please God, if everything goes well, please God, we can pull it off, but it won't be easy.
Yeah, that is really a very strong field. Safe Passage sets the standard. I mean, the horse has got a perfect record, and yeah, we'll try and make his life a bit difficult.
Look, in my opinion, I think Mike De Kock got a very strong hand. You know, just my opinion, I don't think a lot of the horses are even going to get the trip. Just judging on what I saw when they ran in the Guineas, you know, I know it was wet, but it just looks like a lot of horses, it might be a bit testing for them also. I've got no doubts my horse will stay. So, you know, we got to take our chances.
Very hard race, very competitive race. Obviously, Safe Passage, Aragosta, Pyromaniac. There's a lot of horses there that deserve to be in the field. Not a big field, so quality field. I think it's going to be a great race, and I think that's what the Classic is all about. It's quality 3-year-olds up here, and you know, we can take them, hopefully go forward to the Natal season, to the KwaZulu Natal season, with a lot of these horses in this race to compete in the bigger events.